Welcome to A Veil of Crime, where the crimes of history are laid bare and the truth is unearthed from behind the mask of time. Tonight, we travel back to 1536, to an age of religious upheaval, political plotting, and royal intrigue. At the center of it all stands a woman whose name still stirs controversy and curiosity: Anne Boleyn. Wife, mother, queen, and condemned traitor. But was she truly guilty of the crimes that led her to the scaffold? Or was Anne Boleyn the victim of the king's shifting desire and a court's ruthless ambition? Anne Boleyn's rise was extraordinary. Born around 1501 to a noble but not royal family, she spent her formative years in the courts of the Netherlands and France, developing wit, charm, and education. When she returned to England in the 1520s, she caught the eye of King Henry VIII, who was married to Catherine of Aragon at the time. Henry became obsessed, but Anne, unlike her sister Mary, who had once been the king's mistress, refused to be seduced. She demanded marriage. Thus began the English Reformation. Henry broke from the Catholic Church, dissolved his marriage to Catherine, and created the Church of England, all to marry Anne in 1533. But Anne's power came with enemies. Many viewed her as a usurper and her marriage as illegitimate. Her failure to bear a male heir further soured her relationship with Henry. Though she gave birth to Elizabeth, England's future queen, Anne miscarried at least twice more. By early 1536, her position was precarious. After the death of Catherine of Aragon and a final miscarriage, Henry's affections had shifted to Jane Seymour. Enter Thomas Cromwell, Henry's chief minister. Historians believe that Cromwell orchestrated Anne's downfall to consolidate his own influence and appease the king. Anne was arrested on May 2, 1536. She was charged with adultery, incest, and plotting to kill the king. 5 men were accused alongside her, including her own brother, George Boleyn. The evidence was flimsy at best. Dates of alleged affairs contradicted her known whereabouts, but the court, packed with enemies and pressured by the crown, returned guilty verdicts. On May 19, 1536, Anne was executed by a skilled French swordsman on Tower Green. Her final words praised the king and God, a performance of grace in the face of orchestrated ruin. Today, many historians regard Anne's trial as a legal farce and political assassination. Her legacy is complex, vilified, romanticized, and continually re-examined. But one fact remains: Anne Boleyn's fall was not justice, but power masquerading as law. Was Anne Boleyn a schemer undone by her own ambition, or a woman destroyed by a king who found her inconvenient? Her blood stained the stone of the Tower of London, but her daughter Elizabeth would one day rule an empire. Thank you for joining us on A Veil of Crime. Subscribe for more episodes where history reveals its darkest truths. Until next time, keep asking the questions others would rather you forget.